Hey guys, Omni here. Superman Lois is on break and Supergirl is premiering in its place. It's kicking off season 6 with episode 1. It's premiere of the final season of the show. Now I gotta say, this show's had a little bit of a rocky road for me. Well, I've really loved the cast. The performances, the characters themselves. The show, though, has had like some struggles with writing for a long time. That have it's been a little bit of a chore for me personally to keep up with, but I'm really excited to see where they go, and I really hope, especially after last season, because last season I think honestly was my least favorite out of any of the ones we've seen, and it definitely did a not so good job at carrying the story forward with Obsidian and Leviathan and all that stuff. There's a couple great episodes in there. Some great moments for a lot of the characters, but just the overall cohesiveness of the season was just a little lacking. When they decided to announce that this was going to be the final season, I honestly wasn't all that surprised, considering how the reception's kind of been, how the writing's kind of been, and just the point in Melissa Benoist's life that she's in now, married, haven't just had her kid, and wanting to focus on that, opening her own production company. That is going to be partnering with Warner Brothers TV, so I don't think this is going to be the last we see of Kara even after this season. I do imagine she'd probably come back for crossovers and appearances as Supergirl, and just not as a regular lead anymore. There's a little bit more going on, and I definitely understand the rearranging of priorities, because at the end of the day, she's got to do what she's got to do, and I respect that, man. I do. Like I said, I have nothing against any of the cast members in this. I think they do an amazing job with the material that are given. The chemistry between all of them is just phenomenal, and I love them. Jesse Rath is one of my... This show introduced me to Jesse Rath, man, and he is a freaking comedic gold mine. Especially... And also Chris Wood, man. A lot of great people in this show. But yeah, it's going to be sad to see it go. Because at the end of the day, even if I'm like disappointed or let down by a season, I never want it to like fail or get canceled or anything like that. I always want it to like improve. I always want the shows to get better. Like, I don't like Titans, and I'm still going to be watching season 3. I haven't liked season 1, haven't liked season 2. While I've had some decent moments, I'm still like, well, maybe season 3 will be better, because I just want DC to just be standing on the strong foot. That's not even a saying, but I just made it up because I messed it up. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where they go. I'm going to be honest, I don't really remember where the season ended last year. I know we fought Rama Khan, and then a bunch of other stuff happened. The other Leviathan supers got involved for a hot minute. Something happened. Lex was there. Yeah, I hope there's a recap, to be honest, because I don't remember shit, because it was so lackluster, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Now, guys, just like with everything else on DC related that we're covering, as well as the Marvel stuff, which is all over there, this also will have full unedited reactions on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, whichever one, both will get you access to it. But let's go ahead and dive in. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, Brainy.
You gave me exactly what I needed.
Yep, it's all coming back to me now. Damn, she's fucking fine.
Brainy! Let me in!
Janet,
There's a panel, you can hit it!
radiation.
I'm not gonna let you die!
I love you.
You're not getting off the hook that easily!
Oh!
You cannot kill technology, but technology can kill you.
What the fuck is that? Oh.
of here.
All right, Brainy's okay. It's like live wire and electro combined here.
I've got them. You get back in there.
It kind of looks like she dabbed for a second. Oh yeah, her true form.
Supergirl! Put this in the center console.
So this is just a wrap up for last season's finale because they didn't actually get to air it because of the pandemic. So this is going to kind of be like the Flash, where the real season doesn't start until next episode.
The Leviathan energy transfer has been initiated. Are you all right?
Is that fair to assume?
I'd say I'm more than all right.
Lex with powers is a scary thing.
Now you're just showing off.
Not yet.
So is the trailer like all from this episode? So far, it seems like it
You
is.
said you weren't obsessed with the Kryptonians.
And once I fix this planet, I'll do what the Anti-Monitor failed to do. Fix every other planet in the universe.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
I took advantage of Lena's delivery system to make sure that everyone in BR would always appreciate me. The satellites I launched during the Obsidian World Tour are armed with sonic weapons, poised to obliterate the minds of anyone who
Jesus
gets the island like
Christ.
my satellites will be aligned.
He's gonna pop a bunch of people's heads all over the planet.
Hours.
I assume I will be safe without being brainwashed to love you.
Of course, Mother. There's a special doohickey with your name on it.
And your sister. You can't kill her either.
Why not? She killed me first.
I just got your signal. Where are Eve and the others? William took her and her
I like how there's a button for each of the heroes.
Tell him everything.
Which Batwoman do you get when you press the button?
Lex emitted some radiation from a Q-wave antenna onto it, and it exploded.
That's why he launched those satellites during his world tour. Dreamer.
Lex in the Anti-Monitor suit.
I saw Lex as the Anti-Monitor. He was destroying every planet in existence.
Why? God damn it.
We could shut it down with the Dokri Sutra, a Martian ritual.
We could create a web of psychic energy that we could literally bind onto things and move them in unison.
Okay, but even if you stop the satellites, half the people out there are still going to be brainwashed by Lex.
Lena, if you had the code Lex used, could you reverse it using Myriad?
You trust me even after everything?
Do you want to help people? Whatever else has happened, I know what's in your heart.
I will go to Obsidian, download the server database into a hard drive.
God, their energy is so strong. I love it.
Now, if we only knew how to make Lex mortal again. I need his kryptonite.
Jarhanpurium. Fragments of that planet must have made it to Earth. They would be toxic to Lex just like kryptonite is to Supergirl.
But finding it would be like finding a needle in a haystack.
That's what my dream was about. There was a green bottle.
I could invert the energy in the bottle, run it through the machine I used to make kryptonite.
Sprock. My good work.
Not forget,
God, I love
Lex still wants to kill
I
us.
love
And he has Leviathan
Manhunter's new
powers,
suit, man.
which means he can sense us. He'll strike as soon as we try to make a move. We need another diversion.
I can buy you guys time by offering myself up.
If I calculated correctly, we should be getting a call any moment. Oh. See? Ah, the Maid of Might. What a surprise. What do you want? Gold star?
I want you to disable the satellites. You do that, I'll give you what you've always wanted.
What's that? And don't say hair. That's low-hanging fruit.
Me, as long as no civilians get hurt.
The fortress, 1 hour. I hear it's beautiful this time of year.
I'll send you the coordinates.
Supergirl hasn't seen new improved me in action yet. I will destroy her. And even if they're successful at stopping my satellites, I'm a god, Mother. I'll have plenty of
He's a
time to
godmother.
mess up.
I got the weapon. I'll go get Myriad.
Oh, I'm gonna borrow this portal watch. I think it could come in handy.
Yeah, as long as you return it.
I always return the things that I borrow.
Oh yeah? Tell that to every graphic tee I owned from junior high on.
What do we do now?
Try and cope with the mistakes of the past and appreciate that we have friends who still believe in us. Now let's go save the world.
Word of advice, next time you land on somebody else's planet, try one where the sun boosts your brain and your brawn. Oh, but I just remembered. For you, there won't be a next time.
God damn, man.
Satellites are coming into alignment.
Nice.
I'm afraid we haven't time for any last words, Dream Girl.
Dreamer! He's got the headache now.
Let's hope we're not too late for Kara.
No pleading, no hopeful pontification about how I can change and learn to be a better person.
I love John Cryer, man.
You're a man with alien DNA coursing through him, thinking he knows what's best for this world. Sound familiar?
Oh.
Sounds like someone willing to do whatever it takes to save humanity.
Luther.
Here to save the Girl of Steel. You're one glam rock hit too late. How?
You're predictable. You could thank your sister for proving that.
You still think you can beat me?
Here we go.
I didn't think this day could get any better. A phantom zone projector.
Oh. Well, fuck.
I'm not going anywhere near a cell unless you want me to reveal Supergirl's identity. She still has an awful lot of enemies out there. It would be tragic if Mama Danvers or your lovely Kelly Olsen were to become the target of one.
Get fucked.
Sorry, did you want to do that?
No, does family first.
Lena?
What?
You remind me of a colleague I once had on Mars. This was her symbol. And now, I think it should be yours.
Sentinel. I like that.
I came to return Myriad for you to safeguard it till Kara gets back. I have to admit, though, I did use it one last time tonight. On Lex and my mother and everyone associated with them, I wiped their minds of Supergirl's identity. To protect you all. But Alex, you really need to tell Kelly. She's your person, and you're gonna need someone to talk to through all of this.
Lena's right. Kara would want you to tell her. We will get her back.
Shit. All right. I wonder, was this shot at all? Did they shoot some of this or rework some of this? Was this how it was supposed to wrap up? Like the finale? Or did they just retool it into the beginning of the season? I wonder. I don't know. I got lost in all the COVID happenings with all the shows and all that. So if you guys know, fill me in, man. I actually really enjoyed this episode. I felt like it finally kind of built up. Actually, I did remember in the last episode before this, I thought it was actually a pretty okay finale, given it wasn't really intended to be the finale. I like how it all kind of tied back to that. I like how every character in this had something to do. I like how I like all the character interactions. Of course, John Cryer just getting to ham it up so juicily in this episode was some of the best bits in this. There was actually some okay, moderately good CGI in this one too. Like, I really like the Martians in this. I thought they both looked great, especially in space. Oddly enough, the worst CGI I think in this, just to call it out, was that little drone. The little drone was the worst looking thing in this. And I love seeing Kara in that suit, that second suit she was in, that protects her from the kryptonite. I like that. I like that outfit a lot. But again, I just like how everybody came together in this. I like how Brainy, thank God, lived, because Jesse Rath is my favorite character. Brainy's my favorite character. Jesse Rath's my favorite actor in this, because of Brainy. But yeah, I think everybody was fantastic in this. This was actually a really good episode. And you know, it still has some of those moments where the action's a little interesting, but I overall really enjoyed this episode. And maybe I just think a lot of it is because the last season, it really felt like there was a lot of stretching this Leviathan Obsidian thing out so much that you weren't really getting any valuable amount of nuggets or progression in the story episode to episode. And I think that's what made it like such a slog. And not really getting all the character motivations. I mean, they just tossed out Gemma like she didn't even matter in this. And it just all comes down to Lex in the end. I don't know. It just feels like, again, we could talk for days about the writing for season 5. The story was still by Robert Robner in this too, and I don't like any of his episodes, but I still liked how this ended. I still like it wrapped up. I like how everybody, like I said, everybody in this is fantastic. I like that we got Lena back into the fold. She's making amends with everybody. Again, like I don't know if I talked about it too much before because I was doing episode reviews last season, not reactions. So, Lena, man, her ability to just pull at the heartstrings and she's just so good. Everybody, I think just the cast, man, I can gush over the cast in this show so much. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've been away from this for such a long time. Like there's I'm trying to find out some things to say about it. That I can't even. I mean, the episode was pretty good. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like I liked all the moments in it. I like how they came together. Again, solid, man. I think it plays up. I think it exceeds most of the episodes of last season. Like all, if not all of them. And just like actually having some action, actually utilizing all of the characters, pulling a lot of the story threads that have been like just all over the place and just kind of pulling them back together and wrapping a lot of things back together, you know, with Magan and John, and of course we got Kelly and the Alex, who's going to be opening up to her about Kara, Lena, of course, and the whole gang, and Brainy and Nia. I don't know. I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, the episode's pretty straightforward. There's not like any speculations that I can have. It's not really a setup for what comes next. Alex taking on the name Sentinel. Wasn't there like a name like Blue Jay or something like that? Bluebird, that she was possibly going to take up the name. I don't remember. But I guess we're going with Sentinel. I'm okay with that. I'm digging it. And her getting her own super plaque on the Justice League wall, or Super Friends wall, rather. It's an interesting little thing there. I wonder if and when they will ever acknowledge what's happened to Kate. If they will. I hope that comes up eventually. If they find out about what happened to Kate. I imagine that won't have happened in this episode because they didn't know about any of that casting changes when this was being filmed. So we'll see if they address that in the next couple of episodes. Wonder how long Kara's going to be out. I mean, we just put Barry on ice. Now Kara's in the Phantom Zone with these Phantom Zone creature things just kind of hovering over like zombies. Wonder how that's going to come back around. And we're still waiting on Superman and Lois to actually acknowledge the greater universe, even though it's still part of it. And I'm curious. I mean, we're in Supergirl as well. Flash, all that. We're getting David Ramsey coming in to do some episodes, so I'm really excited for that. Not like a huge crossover or anything like that, but just seeing Diggle back on the scene is going to be a lot of fun, man. He's probably one of the characters I miss the most. And I can't wait to see what he does. I don't know which one she's directing. I know he's directing an episode of Superman and Lois, as well as he's supposed to star in it as well. So I don't know how many of these he was supposed to direct. I forget. But he's supposed to be in 5 episodes across 5 different shows. So 1 episode per show, he's supposed to have him as a guest star. I got nothing else to say to this. I think I'm just kind of rambling. I haven't really added any commentary. I like the episode. I like the characters, the cast. I said all that at the beginning, and it stood true here. The action was actually pretty decent in this. The stakes, pretty interesting. The resolution was... I actually liked it because it was the result of everybody kind of doing something within their role and their power set and their skill set, coming together and pulling this off as one big team. And that's what I appreciate about this show, at least, at the end of the day. But yeah, that's all I've got. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, this premiere episode of season 6, the final season of Supergirl, so we can carry on the conversation after the video. Guys, remember, full interactions are available on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel. I know I did not say that word right, but you know what I meant. Huge shout out to the legends of our channel, Mandy Sherritt, Antoine Rodriguez, and Ryan Karen. You guys and your support is much appreciated and loved. Everybody who's been watching the videos, liking the videos, sharing, commenting, you guys are what drive the engagement and drive this channel. Thank you all so much. And I can't wait to rejoin you all with episode 2 of season 6 of Supergirl. Take care, everybody.